Hello and welcome to another video in the Emacs Goodie series. I'm 𝗩𝗶𝗱𝗲 and today we are going to showcase a minor mode, sorry, not a minor mode, a major mode that is a REPL for Emacs Lisp. So if you ever want to practice your Lisp or you're just working on something and you want more than a mini buffer than evaluating because you want to do some continuous statements and whatnot, then this mode will be pretty handy for you. So let's go demo it out and then we'll look at the configuration file or at the file itself. So how do we do? 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍 IELM, press enter, and now we are into this buffer. So it's telling you to, hey, either type describe mode or press Ctrl-H for help. So let's go ahead and, well, before I do anything else, let me demo it to show you that it is a REPL. So for example, 2 + 2 is that, and I can also do Emacs function because it is a REPL and it is in Emacs. So hello 𝗩𝗶𝗱𝗲𝗏, and ta-da, it outputs over here in the mini buffer, and of course there's some output over here. Now let's say you're working on an operation and the same thing over here, let's say no output in REPL. For example, you don't want any output in the REPL, you do meta enter instead of just enter. And you see it right here, it outputs in the mini buffer, but nothing right here. So if you're working on an operation and you know it's going to output a disgustingly large chunk of text that you might not want to ruin your buffer with just a slam of wall of plethora of text, you can do meta enter and Emacs will say, I got you, boss. Do not display output, only do the processing and do my thing. So just like that, that's an example of meta enter and versus enter in this REPL mode. All right, cool. So now we're going to do something that says right here. So we're going to follow describe mode. So we're actually going to copy that and then paste it and then press enter. And we see a new buffer opening. So if we go to this buffer, it'll describe the mode. I'm not going to read over this because it's a video and what's the point of reading text if you can do it yourself. This is just a quick demo on the REPL. So we see all of these things and it tells us some stuff. I'll leave it to you to read. So if we jump into the file itself, we're going to see all the way over here. So oops. So yes, interaction mode for Emacs Lisp. So that's what it stands for. All right, cool. I just learned something. I just knew it was called IELM. I just didn't know what it was for. All right, so there's some configuration options. Not a lot, just a handful. The only one that I find interesting is the IELM noisy. So if you type in something wrong, it'll let you know by beeping. I like visual confirmation or either by audio or visual telling me that I did something good or wrong. So I like having things like these. Now for me, this, even though I have it set to true or its default true here, if I do an error, it will not beep. The reason for that is because I have do mode line and I have it set that whenever an error happens in Emacs, it will flash, the do mode line will flash red instead of making a noise, which is what I want. So this will have no effect if you have the same setup as I do. But other than that, everything else should work just as intended. Let me get rid of that. And it's pretty cool if you want to figure out how to create your own REPL or how to mimic this as a good exercise. It is less than 700 lines, so you will probably learn some good stuff as how to make a REPL of an Emacs Lisp or something similar, just to, you know, practice or get up to speed with your Emacs foo. I'm pretty sure that Emacs are pretty, the comments are pretty insightful too. But yeah, this is a quick and short demo on the Emacs Lisp REPL that is built in and you don't have to install anything. But yeah, that is it. Let me know if you use it. Thanks.